Paulette Mason, and today I'll be discussing the advantages of creating a lifestyle of well-being in relation to living with the many stressors that can accompany a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. I believe a sense of relative well-being can be achieved while living with multiple sclerosis. I'll be going over what MS is and the importance of a strong mind, body, and spirit connection. Multiple sclerosis is a neurological illness in which the autoimmune system attacks the soft tissues surrounding the nerve fibers along the spinal cord. This leads to the formation of scar tissue, and this scarring blocks nerve signals from flowing fluidly between the brain and the spinal column. The result is the symptoms experienced by many MS patients, just pain, difficulty walking, extreme stiffness, numbness, vision problems, and so on. It's important to create a thorough treatment plan with one's doctor, which includes systematic medications to help relieve some of these debilitating symptoms and discomforts, as well as disease-modifying drugs, which can prevent future exacerbations from occurring. And with a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, it's more important than ever that an individual keep a strong, positive psychological outlook in dealing with these day-to-day frustrations and preparing for possible future flare-ups. One of the first steps is to become an expert on MS. Knowledge is your power. Examining your life and being realistic about your limits. In my research, they emphasize simplifying one's life, slowing down, and starting a meditation practice was encouraged. This supports harmony and a sense that someone has control over their mind. Also practicing and engaging in activities that promote peace and contentment are very beneficial. Along with internal psychological nurturing, a proactive approach to the needs of the body regarding proper rest, nutrition, and exercise have been greatly encouraged through the research I read. Also exploring alternative forms of exercise, such as yoga, tai chi, qigong, are equally beneficial to MS patients. These helpful exercise choices can harmonize and aid an individual with staying more finely tuned to their needs, and importantly, possibly decreasing frequency of future exacerbations, which brings a sense, again, of control in an MS patient's life and enhance their sense of well-being. An MS patient, along with caring for their mind and body, will benefit from paying particular attention to the subtleties of their spirit. The disruption of a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis to an individual and a family life will often launch a search for existential meaning. The mind-body exercises that I mentioned earlier, such as yoga and tai chi, are not only wonderful for the body, but when practiced regularly, they were developed as a doorway to discovering one's grace and contentment within the soul. Additionally, an MS patient may find renewed awakening to their religious beliefs and practices. A person's spirit may be transformed by spending time in nature, gardening, playing music, the arts, anything that fulfills the profound. In my research, they discussed how American society were extremely goal and acquisition oriented, and as long as an individual can step back and put his or her own goals into perspective, while letting go of societal pressures, a greater quality of life can be experienced. And while there's no doubt that a person living with multiple sclerosis is going to experience a vacillating and unknown road of life, however, meeting the illness with grace and finding the fortitude to be proactive and having the drive for a fulfilling life are choices that can lead to finding and living one's own sense of well-being in the face of an adverse illness such as multiple sclerosis. Although there have not been many Although there have not been many long-term research studies on the effects of MS, meditation on MS, there have been many studies on people suffering from other conditions. And in those findings, stress, pain, depression, and anxiety were greatly alleviated. Meditation has the ability to enhance a sense of empowerment and increase self-esteem and feeling of control in one's life. By simply taking a half an hour or a few minutes to visualize positive self-images, enables a calming and centering effect to occur. When these techniques are incorporated into a patient's life, they have a profound effect on helping an MS patient deal with their exacerbations when they do occur. Any questions?
Yeah, I'm wondering, why did you choose this topic?
I had a relative recently diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I realized I virtually knew nothing about it. And I know living an active lifestyle is really important to this person, so I wanted to find out as much about it as I could.
Okay. Are there other ways to promote well-being other than what you've just mentioned here today?
Oh, absolutely. I think just taking some time, finding out what an individual enjoys doing. It doesn't have to be any of what I mentioned, but whatever makes somebody feel at peace and harmony.
And where can I find out more about MS?
There's great chapters, MS centers across the country, and your library is a great resource for finding out more information about multiple sclerosis.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.